What's up, it's you? For today's video, we're in full Pokemon Alphabet Team, letter U. Man, we're getting very close to finishing these off. So, if you never watched one of these before, pretty much what I do is I randomly pick 6 Pokemon beginning with the letter in question. Today is going to be U. Now, there's exactly 6 Pokemon beginning with the letter U. I did do some forms as well to make up the 6, so I hope you enjoy. If you do want to check me out on Twitch, people, this is where I do all my live streams, Pokemon theme teams, Pokemon sweeps, all that sort of fun stuff. Let's get into today's battle. This was a battle against Millie, and this is I think this is a fairly long battle, but it was very entertaining. Now, the last couple of days I haven't had a chance to upload, but I will be giving you the extra content. It'll either be a double upload tomorrow or on Saturday, so look out for that one. Okay, so we got a Clefable lead here. I've got a sweeping physical Umbreon. Double kick, sucker punch, iron tail, and work up. I've got max health and max attack because I'm relying on sucker punch to be my main attacking move there. Now, Clefable is going to go for a Sing. It's going to slide right by me, which is very good. Unfortunately, it's going to land on the next turn and put my Umbreon to sleep. Now, this is a inner focus Umbreon as well. In case Intimidate Pokemon do come in there, I can get rid of those, stat drops, which would be very handy. Now, I almost swapped here, and then the Clefable went for a Copycat, and it went for Sing. So it's a good thing I didn't swap because my next Pokemon could have potentially been put to sleep right there. Just thinking on the spot right now, we're done U today, so we got V, 1, 2, 3, we got 5 more of these teams left, then that's the whole alphabet done, then that'll be the entire series done. Anyway, so waking up there, hitting Clefable with Melmetal's tail, that does at least over half health, and I can see that Clefable's got the leftovers as the item, so it might be a 3-hit KO, just depending. It's going to be very, very close, right? So now we got the Clefable go for a Metronome here, and it's going to go for a Slack off. What? So now it's going to get all of its health back. Like, all the damage I did to it with the Iron Tail is going to get back. That really, really sucks. So I'm going to keep going for Iron Tail here. I might be able to get a defense drop there. And that did a little bit less than the last one. So I maybe think it's definitely going to be a 3-hit KO. Or I just need to bolster my attack with another workup, right? So Clefable is going to continue to spam Metronome here, hoping it doesn't get anything really bad. And it's going to go for a Fury attack, but it missed. That was very... I'm glad I didn't get hit by a Fury attack. Let's be real, it would have hit me 5 times. So getting that workup attack there, attack boost, which is really nice. And Umbreon can also go on Dynamax quite nicely with this set too. That's pretty much what double kick is for. And, I might be able to land a super effective attack on a steel type and do 1 damage. So Clefable is annoyingly enough going to go for another Sing, and it's going to land. So, I mean, they've hit a fair amount of Sings here with, only 55 actually. So Clefable's going to get some more leftovers recovery here, and it's got about 3/4 of its health back. So I need, 2 hits to take this thing out, right? So Clefable, once again, is going to go for a Metronome here, and it's going to go for a Clanging Scales. That's actually quite good, because it's going to drop the Clefable's defense. So that's going to help me out when I land an attack against it, right? So Umbreon is still asleep here. I'm thinking I'm just going to Dynamax and take this thing out before it gets, another annoying move, or maybe a 1-hit KO move. I'm a little bit scared about that. However, my opponent now is going to swap out the Clefable, and a Wigglytuff is going to go on. So we got 2 pink Pokemon. I'm going to wake up, right, go for that Iron Tail, and Wigglytuff is going to get dropped in one shot. That was very, very good. I did take some damage from the Rocky Helmet then, but that's fine. It's all good, right? And I'm pretty much, I'm pretty good set up at the moment, so I've got a decent amount of attack. Now, in comes the Ditto here. So Ditto's going to copy all my attack boost. Now, the item I'm running on this Umbreon is Weakness Policy. Looking at my set, if I was running a Ditto here, I'd probably go for... I'd either go for Iron Tail or I'd go for Double Kick, right? So I decided, in case they do Dynamax, I'll Dynamax myself and I'll go for Max Knuckle on the Umbreon. And that'll give me another +1 in attack and potentially do a lot of damage to Ditto, right? Obviously, Ditto only has a certain amount of health, so Umbreon's probably going to have a lot more health than the Ditto, right? Even with running I'm running a max health one. Even though I took a little bit of damage, I still should be right. So here comes the Double Kick here. Double Kick is going to activate my Weakness Policy on the first little hit there. It only does very, very tiny amounts of damage there too, which is good. And Umbreon's attack really isn't the greatest in the world, right? So now I've got a lot of attack. I got another +2 attack from my Weakness Policy, and I'm going to get another attack from Max Knuckle, and Ditto is going to get dropped in one shot. I'm in a very, very strong position now with my Umbreon. I've got priority Sucker Punch, and I've got some coverage moves as well, and I've got Iron Tail for the, some fairy types, and I've got Double Kick for Steel types, right? Next Pokemon is the Clefable, and they're going to go for Protect. So I was like, okay, that's fine. I went for Max Steel Spike there just to get rid of it in case it used Singer or something annoying like that again, right? Obviously, Max Steel Spike is not going to be able to take it out there because it went for Protect, but I can go for it next turn. The only thing I was worried about was Sing hitting me, right? Because I knew this thing could definitely outspeed me, right? So Clefable's going to get some more leftovers recovery, which is fine. If I hit it with another Max Steel Spike, it's definitely going down. I could hit it with another Iron Tail, it'd be going down, right? So Sing, thank goodness, is going to miss, and Umbreon dodges that, and Clefable is going to be going down there. So that's Wigglytuff, Clefairy, and Ditto down now. So that's half the team. We could potentially be having a physical Umbreon sweep here. If you've never watched my Umbreon sweep synchronized only on YouTube, you got to check it out. It's the best sweep I've ever done. I know you'll thoroughly enjoy it. It's my most favorite sweep too. Okay, so I'm out of my Dynamax here. Next Pokemon is Abra. I went for Sucker Punch. It's going to land. I had a feeling they'd have a Sash, and they did, right? What can Abra do to me apart from, I was thinking maybe a Dazzling Gleam, and they use Dazzling Gleam. So, okay, this should probably take me out here. I lived on 5 health. That was crazy. I'm going to go for a Sucker Punch. Obviously, it's going to fail here. They know that I'm going to go for that. And now they're going to go for a Encore. So that's going to lock me into using Sucker Punch. Absolutely nothing to lose here. I might as well just keep going for Sucker Punch, and Abra is going to go down. Maybe Abra's only status move was Encore, or maybe they want to trap me into using Sucker Punch for their next Pokemon. Regardless, that is 4 Pokemon down. All right, so we got the Blastoise coming here with a Quick Claw, and it's going to be going for a G-Max here. So even with all the boosts I've got in attack, right, I don't think I'll be able to take a Blastoise out in G-Max. Blastoise is pretty tanky, it is, right? And Umbreon's attack isn't really, it's not what you call the greatest in the world, right? Now, Blasty did get a Quick Claw here, so it's going to be able to, outspeed me under normal situations, but I've got the priority move, so I will be going first there. That does pretty good damage. That did about what I thought it would do. And they're going to use the G-Max Cannonade there. And obviously Umbreon is going to go down to that. We were very, very close to an Umbreon sweep there. A physical Umbreon sweep. It's just, I guess it was just the G-Max and, yeah, just the pure bulk of Blastoise that saved them there, right? I mean, I think Blastoise would have almost gone down there if it didn't G-Max. So I'm going to bring in my Urshifu. This is a Focus Miss, Dank Pulse, Round, Throat Spray, Focus Energy. See there. So go for the Focus Blast. Somehow it actually landed this time. Didn't do a lot of damage, but I did get a Special Defense drop on the Blastoise there. Now Blastoise is going to be, of course, going for a G-Max Cannonade again. This is Max Speed and Max Special Attack, and I've got Timid Nature on this one, so I can go as fast as possible. I've got Round on there to boost my special attack with Throat Spray, and I've got Focus Energy to make that, good chance of critting right. Next Pokemon here is my other Urshifu, so I decided to use both of them because they're both new Pokemon, but they're both different, right? And I thought it'd be cool to, make up the team of 6. This is a Brian Whirlpool Attract and Protect set. We got Max Health, and I've got Max Special Defense here. Blastoise is going to get another Quick Claw here. I don't know if that one actually mattered, but it's going to go for a Max Quake here. Obviously, it didn't have a lot of moves to hit me with there, right? So it's going to be getting a Special Defense Rise, and its G-Max move is also going to be hitting me there as well. Now, this time I thought, let's go for Attract here. I can attract the Blastoise, then I can go for the Whirlpool and the Brine against her. Brine's a really curious move there. It's very situational, but I thought it could work really well with Whirlpool once I get them by, half or below health there, right? So Blastoise is out of its G-Max now. They're actually going to swap their Blastoise out, and the Pokemon to come in here is going to be Nidoqueen. So, okay, not a bad matchup. At least I got a super effective move, right? So popping that Brine off there, it's a clean 3-hit KO. If I can land a Whirlpool, I can trap them in, then take them out the Brine as well, and he said the blind. So go for Whirlpool. Whirlpool is going to miss. I probably could have gone for a Brine there, but it wouldn't have taken out regardless. Nidoqueen is going to go for a Sludge Wave, and Urshifu is going to get dropped there, unfortunately. So bye-bye Urshifu. I've still got 3 more Pokemon on the U team then. Now, Nidoqueen's got about half health. It's obviously a Sheer Force Sheer Force sweep here. And we've got the Unfezant here with Focus Energy, Echoed Voice, Heat Wave, and Air Cutter. Actually, no, they did Life Orb damage to themselves. They're not Sheer Force. So I've got this Focus Energy set here with Super Luck, right? And this set is all about critting the opponent. So the Nidoqueen's going to go for an Ice Beam here. And is it Poison Point? It's Poison Point, guys. And so I'm going to get Ice Beamed here. And then I get frozen in midair. Like, my wings are just sitting there. Like, they're just sitting there. Somehow I'm still hovering. and then my wings go up, but somehow I'm still hovering, and Nidoqueen is going to take me out. Unfortunately, I didn't get to implement my critting super luck strategy there, and poor Unpheasant, it got frozen. Frozen turkey. Okay, I've got 2 more Pokemon here, and my next Pokemon is Uxie. This is my Max Health, Max Attack set we've got on this trick with Choice Band, Drain Punch, Psycho Cut, and Ice Punch. So go for the Psycho Cut there. Now that I know Nidoqueen was on a lower mana health, I could come in and do that. And Nidoqueen is down. That's good getting rid of that Pokemon. Now, this is a Adamant Nature Uxie as well. And actually, no, this is Max Speed and Max Attack, right? Now, Blastoise is going to get a Quick Claw again, and now it's got a Hydro Cannon, and I was a little bit worried that would do a little bit more damage that, but it didn't, thank goodness. And I'm going to finish off the Blastoise with a Psycho Cut. And that, my friends, is the first game there. That really did turn around from a complete Umbreon sweep to, most of my team getting wiped there at the end. But I hope you enjoyed it, and let's get on to the next battle. Definitely the Blastoise. I think that Blastoise got, correct me if I'm wrong, but I think it got 3 or 4 Quick Claw activations. That was crazy. All right, next battle. This one's against Joker King. Hopefully his internet does hold up here. And we got a Kingdra lead. Now, I started things off with Uxie this time, so the Kingdra's going to go for a Focus Energy. I was like, uh-oh, this is going to be a Crit-Dra. But what sort of Crit-Dra set is it going to be? So, speaking of crits, I'm going to go for the Psycho Cut there, hoping for a low crit. It didn't happen here. And now we got Twister from the Kingdra. Now, Twister has a chance of flinching the opponent, and of course, they got the Scope Lens too, so they can 100% crit every single time. Almost took out the Kingdra there with the second Psycho Cut. Here comes the next Twister, and this time it crits me, of course, and it flinches me too. So it's got the capacity to flinch and always crit, so it's pretty dangerous. So Uxie doesn't get critted, sorry, flinch this time, getting my crits and flinches mixed up, and Kingdra is going to be going down. Thank goodness, because I would have been salty if that Twister Kingdra did take my Uxie up there. Next Pokemon to come out here is the Clawitzer. Now, Clawitzer is pretty dangerous there. It's got Dank Pulse. I'm guessing it's got Water Pulse, all those sort of moves there with its Mega Launcher ability, right? So, bye-bye, Uxie, but at least I took the Critcher out, right? That could have been disastrous. Next Pokemon is the Unpheasant. So, I've got the male and the female Unpheasant. I've got Toxic, Morning Sun, Pluck, and I sort of set there. It's a bulky set. I've got Max Health and Max Special Defense. As you can see, I took that Water Pulse pretty well considering, right? I really needed to get a Toxic up against this Clawitzer, and then that might be my chance to try and take it out. I'll bring in another Pokemon to outspeed it and, finish it off right. So popping that nice little Toxic on the Clawitzer there. I've also got Leftovers as the item on my Unpheasant too. The ability on my Unpheasant is Big Pecs here, so I couldn't, I got my Big Pecs, alright? But in all seriousness, you can't have your defense drop. So it's an interesting ability, but I guess it's kind of situational, but fun ability to use regardless. So we're going to go into Earthsphere, expecting another Water-type move, and here comes the Water Pulse. Now, this Water Pulse actually confuses me again, so I get confused twice, which is a little bit unlucky, because, Water Pulse doesn't have a very high chance to actually confuse you. So some more damage on the Toxic from my Unpheasant earlier on. I'm going to go for the Protect here. I want to get an extra turn up, then I thought I might be able to go for Whirlpool, trap this in right, and then take it out with the Brine. So that was a Dank Pulse there. Obviously, they don't have a lot to hit my Urshifu at all. Even something neutral would, do a fair bit of damage to me here. I am running Bulk, though, I will say that. So go for Whirlpool. Now I'm going to get the Whirlpool and the Toxic damage here against the Clawitzer. I don't really want to swap a lot of my team into this thing, because they are going to get hit pretty hard, right? And I don't want to lose any more Pokemon, yeah? So some more Toxic damage, and look at that Toxic racking up there, and the Whirlpool too. So Clawitzer is on its last turn here. It is going to faint regardless of what happens this turn. However, I don't want to take any damage at all, so I'm going to go for the Protect, and bye-bye Clawitzer there. Man, that would be a big claw to carry around all the time. Just imagine, right, you got this little claw on your left-hand side, but then you got this massive, big honking claw. Like, man, your right arm would be like absolutely buff, then you're like, your left claw would be like a stick. Anyway, next Pokemon to come in here is Octillery. We're going to go for Whirlpool, and we're going to see if we can get this strategy going here with the Prime Run. So Octillery is going to have a little spin there for a bit, and it's going to go for a Charge Beam. This is not good, because Octillery's got pretty good stats there. If it gets a lot of special attack boost, it will hit me very hard. So it is going to get a special attack boost there from the Charge Beam. I do have access to Protect, though, so I can go for Protect this turn and then go for another Whirlpool or just a Brine afterwards. That's the most I can do with this matchup. I know that Octillery will take me out, right? I did think about running like a rest set on this one, but I decided against. I thought Brine and Whirlpool could potentially be, more interesting there, right? So we're going to have a double protect there. It's going to fail on the Octillery. Of course it does. And Urshifu is going to be going down there. That's all good. I did pretty much what I needed to do there. I took out Clawitzer and I damaged the Octillery a little bit. Next Pokemon is my other Urshifu, of course. And this is the more offensive set. So go Focus Missy. I didn't want to set up a Focus Energy because I was a little bit scared of how much damage it would do to me, right? It doesn't take out. Here comes the Octazooka. It's a scummy move because it can drop you actually. However, it did not happen. And I'm going to take out the Octillery with the Dank Pulse, which is very, very nice there. So 3 of that team down so far. Next Pokemon is Magmorta. This is a troll set, right? This is a troll set. Troll sets never happen in my videos. So we're going to go for a Focus Miss here, hoping I can do some sort of damage to Magmorta. Obviously, it takes me out. I get good damage. Yeah, I'm happy about that. And now Magmorta's going to go for a Smoke Screen. This is scum, right? So that's going to drop my accuracy. So wait, hang on a sec. There was a Octillery with Octazooka, and now there was a Magmorta with Smoke Screen. It's gonna pop an Ember, and it almost took me out. This is a Smoke Screen Ember set. I went for a Dank Pulse there because I was worried that I'd miss with Focus Miss there. Smoke's gonna miss. Dank Pulse is gonna miss. Smoke's gonna land this time on my Urshifu, and it's gonna take me out, man. I just got taken out by a Smoke Screen Smog Ember Magmorta. Next Pokemon I'm going to swap here is my Unfezant. Magmorta is going to slide out of this matchup, and Cramorant is going to come in. Now, you got to watch out with Cramorant, right? Because of its Gulp Missile ability. It can fire off little Arrokudas and Pikachus at you, right? So you got to watch. So go for the Focus Energy. I'm going to go for a Metronome Echoed Voice here, right? Which is pretty powerful after you keep using the move consecutively, right? Now, Cramorant is going to be going for a Surf here. That is instantly going to get its little fishy in its mouth there. Does a lot of damage by Unfezant there as well. This is a max speed, max special attack, Tim and Nature said. Instead of going for Echoed Voice, I decided to go for the Air Cutter there. And Air Cutter does good damage, but it is not enough to take out Cramorant with it. It's got a reasonable amount of bulk to it too. And Unfezant's special attack, let's be real, it isn't really the greatest in the world, right? So here comes a second Surf, and Unfezant is going to go down right there. Someone crawled on my arm, man. Anyways, it's all good. Welcome to Australia, people. So, next Pokemon is my Umbreon. I thought, well, it's got a Pikachu in its mouth. Umbreon doesn't really need speed here, so maybe I might be able to get some workups up against it and then spam Sucker Punch for the dub run. So firstly, it's going to go for Endure there, obviously wanting me to hit it, and I got that free workup boost there in my attack. I went for Sucker Punch this time, and now the Cramorant's going to go for Attract. So it's got Attract and Endure and Surf. So let the good times roll, people. So Umbreon is infatuated, and now it's going to go for Endure. The only thing about going for Endure here, obviously they want me to hit them, right? The thing is, it kind of makes it hard for me to hit them if I'm immobilized by that beautiful best Generation 8 Pokemon there. So I got to swap out and go into my Unfezant. Now, this is the Unfezant with Toxic. I thought if I can land one Toxic on there, even if they go for the Endure strategies and shenanigans, it's going to go down right. And I believe I can outspeed it, right, and do this, right. So it's going to go for another Endure here. Obviously, it wants to be hit here like again. I went for the Toxic. That was my first thing. Then what I was going to do is I was going to go for Plucked. Now, Pluck is a pretty cool move. It's not like a very high base power move, but if you use it right, you can actually pluck if the opponent does have a berry. Not that I thought that I had a berry or anything. It was my only attacking move. I just thought it'd be a cool move, support move to put on Pheasant Run. So now Cramorant once again is going to go for Endure. They desperately want me to hit them with a move. So I was like, all right, your wish is my command. Let's go for the Pluck there. Pluck does not take them off. It lives on 1 health, right? Pikachu gets fired off against me. It doesn't take me out, of course, but it paralyzed me, right? Now, the funny thing is, right, Cramorant actually had a berry all along, and it was a Salac berry. So that's going to boost my speed, which is pretty funny. And now Cramorant is going to go down to the toxic damage that I did earlier on from, which is pretty cool there. So I'm going to get a little bit of health back there from leftovers, and my speed is almost fixed there due to me getting a Salac berry. So bye-bye Cramorant, the greatest Gen 8 Pokemon. Next Pokemon to come in is this Magmorta. It's only got a little bit of health here. I'm a little bit doubtful the Pluck will actually take it out right. So, of course, the Magmorta is going to go for Attract. Of course it is. Of course it's going to go for Attract. So this was scum. This had Attract, Smoke Screen, Ember, all those sort of mean moves there. No, I would do nothing like that, all right? I would never do a troll set like that. So now we got the Magmorta go for a Smoke Screen here. My chances of landing an attack on this thing are pretty much slim to none. I've got to get through the Attract and then I've got to land an attack right. So Pluck is going to miss. Oh, I would have loved that to hit first turn, and I'm going to get some more leftover recovery. I mean, the only good thing here is Magmorta can't do lots of damage with Ember. It is only Ember, right? So it's not going to do much, and Smoke's going to do like nothing, right? So we got some more smoke screens on my Unpheasant. All I got to do is land one attack on this Magmorta, and it's toast, right? It's absolute toast. So now Magmorta, right, is either going to go for a smoke screen on this time or an Ember. So Ember hits me, but it crits me and almost takes me out. I've only got 7 health there, so I have to get an attack off this turn. And I got immobilized by love. Man, it's one of those days, people. So Unpheasant is now in firing range of a smoke. Why didn't they use Ember for? That's just mean. So I got critted by Ember, then Smoke. Man, that's for me. So my last Pokemon here is my Umbreon. I can come in and go for Sucker Punch, but they could go for a status move here, and that would fail. So I decided I'm not playing any more games here. I'm going for a Desperation Dynamax Umbreon. I'm going to go for the Max Knuckle, get that free +1 in attack, and then I'll be juiced up for the last Pokemon. Hopefully, right? That was the plan anyway. I must admit, I do like Shiny Umbreon. What is your favorite evolution of mine is Umbreon? That's why I was quite happy to use it. And I went for this shiny one because it looks really, really cool on. Even though it's quite a simple change in design, right? So here comes a smoke screen. I kind of expected that, right? That's why I went into Dynamax. That's not going to matter at all, thank goodness. And Max Knuckle is easily going to be able to take out the Magmorta there, which is good. But I wonder what ability did that Flame Body or Vital Spirit? I'm not really sure what ability they had. Like, Flame Body would have been like actually quite a troll ability on there as well, because you could have got like, you could have got that burn. That would have done extra damage as well, right? Now, the last Pokemon here is a Turtis, and a Turtis is going to go for Toxic. I'm like, no, not another freaking stall set. So I'm Poison here. I'm going to go for Max Darkness. I've got +1 in attack coming off Sucker Punch. It does good damage. I'm very, very happy about that. So it's a clean 3-hit KO, yeah? And I'm going to drop the special defense. Not that that really matters or anything, right? Now, a Turtis item is the Black Sludge, so I'm going to need to hit this outside with like a, you know, another Sucker Punch, which could be a problem there if it does have Recover. I was thinking that when it used Toxic, I bet you that it's got Recover, right? Because, you know, Recover, like a bulkier Turtis is actually pretty good. Like, it gets stuff like Cosmic Power too, like, and run like a really good, like, stalling set. Anyway, so my attack hits, but the problem here is it can easily stall me out and recover. So we are down to the last, you know, 50-odd seconds of this battle. Eternatus hasn't any attacking moves yet that I've seen, right? So it's got Toxic and Recover. What else does it have? Maybe, I'm trying to think what other troll moves does it have. Like, maybe it's got something like Dragon Tail. Like, I know that it can get Dragon Tail. And now they're going to go for a Dynamax Cannon. I'm like, okay. I actually would have preferred them to use that than Toxic. I might have had a chance to take them out. But look how much little, like, damage that it did. Because that was a crit right there. That did nothing. So I'm going to go for an Iron Tail, hoping for a defense drop. And it really does nothing here. And Eternatus has got 10 seconds here. All it's going to do is go for Dynamax Cannon and take me out. And that pretty much is the game there. Umbreon cannot do enough. So I went for the Sucker Punch here, hoping for a crit here. It didn't crit. And now they're going to go for a Dragon Tail. Dragon Tail is going to do nothing. But I'm going to be going down to the Toxic damage. And that, my friends, is a salty defeat there. Hope you enjoyed both the battles on the Pokemon Alphabet Team letter U. I'll be back next week for the V team there. I wonder what V Pokemon we got. Trying to think of something right now. Vullaby. There you go. Peace.